boom, boom, boom. Boom, I'm still slipping, boom, and blasted in. On this video, I'm going to show you 10 great ways to counter the jab. The jab is the most important punch in boxing. If anyone's ever thrown it at you, you've got to know how to defend it. But not only defend it and come back with a punch of your own. After this video, you're going to get a great understanding of how to counter punch the jab. And also at the end of this video, I'm going to show you a little trick to get your opponent to be able to throw that jab. So you know exactly when he's going to throw it, so you can defend and come back. So make sure you hang on to the end to watch that. If you're new to this channel, my name's Tony Jeffries. I'm an Olympic medalist boxer, former undefeated professional, 7 times national champion, European gold medalist. And on this channel, I give you everything boxing, how to punch harder, how to punch faster, how to get better reactions, and all that good stuff. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe for more videos like this. And today I'm joined by the very experienced James Doyle, who is a Team England MMA coach. Okay, so let's get into it. Counter punch number 1. This is one of my favorite ways to defend and counter the jab. And what that is by parrying the jab. So if my opponent's throwing the jab, I'm going to parry it, and I'm going to counter with my jab here. So when you're parrying the jab, you don't want to bring it all the way out or you leave yourself wide open. Just from your face, a little parry, and as soon as you've caught it, you're going to step in with the jab of your own, and it'll look like this. Just like that. So if you notice, as soon as that lands on my hand, I'm getting ready to step with my front foot and blast in my jab of my own. And when I'm stepping, I'm getting the weight behind the punch, which makes the jab very strong. I'm going to show you from this side right here. So watch the small parry and then the counter. Yes, parry and come back with a counter. Now moving on to number 2, we're going to parry it, but this time, rather than throwing the jab, we're going to throw the cross. Now this is a hard punch to land. This is kind of like a cocky punch to land. And when we did this, when we were in the gym and we landed one of them punches, we always used to make fun of our opponents. It's kind of like if you've played football or soccer, where someone kicks the ball and goes through your leg, and it's like, oh no, it's an embarrassing thing. And the reason it's embarrassing is because it's so hard to land, and you should never be getting caught with this punch. But how we throw this one and how we defend this one, so it's the parry's the same, but this time as we parrying it, I'm kind of leaning forward, pushing the hand down and coming straight over with the right hand by myself. So it's there again. So as you can see, I've parried it. As I'm parrying it, I'm turning the hips, pushing it down and coming over. Now this is not a power shot like the parry jab. That's a power jab. This is more of a speed shot, a frustrating shot, a cocky shot. Again, it's like this. Yeah, it's a hard one to land, but a very good one. Now the next one we're going to do is we're going to do a slip, but we're going to slip outside of the jab. He throws the jab on my head, I've slipped, and I'm going to counter with the hook here. Now again, one more time. So I've slipped, I'll put my weight on my front foot in the perfect position to whoom, blast in that counter. Now I'm not a big fan of this one, if I'm being honest, because if I think he's throwing the jab, but really he's throwing the 1-2 and I'm slipping, watch what happens. Boom, I'm going to go straight in to that right hand. So you've got to be wary when you're throwing this. But if you do it right and you can read the jab, you can get a lot of power in that hook. So I'm going to slip, boom, look, I'm in that perfect position, back heel off the ground to really whip in that lead hook of myself. One more time, so I've slipped, boom, blasting it in. That is a risky one if you want to try that one. Now the next one is similar. I'm going to slip to the same side, but rather than throwing the hook to the head, I'm going to throw the body. And this one is a lot safer, and I'll show you why. So he's throwing that jab. Now I'm leaning forward, boom, and blasting that body shot in. The reason why this one's safer is if he throws the 1-2, boom, I'm still slipping, boom, and blasting it in. So I'm not just defending the jab, I can defend both. I'm slipping to the jab, boom, boom, blasting in that body shot. Now the reason why it's safer is because unlike the hook where my head is still on that center line, when I'm slipping, I'm taking my head off the center line. So the punches are going straight past and that can whip it in. The hook, like I said, the hook to the head, I'm in this position and I'm throwing here. Can easily call that right hand, but if you throw, like I say, if he throws the 1-2, boom, 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 Great counter punch there as well. Now moving on to number 5, we're going to switch positions again so you can get a great view. This time I'm going to slip outside, which is my preferred way to slip. If I'm ever slipping a jab or any punch is on the outside. So I'm going to slip on the outside. Now from here I can either throw that body shot or the right hand over the top. My preference is the right hand over the top. So he's throwing that, so he's throwing it, slip, boom, and firing back. Slipped, boom, boom, and I'm going to come straight back with that right hand. When I'm slipping, I'm still transferring my weight, so if it's slow motion, I've slipped. My weight's on my back foot 60%, which is loading up this right hand. Then from there, boom, blasting over the top of the lead hand and countering with that straight cross. So there we've done a hand defense and a head defense. This time, number 6, we're going to do a foot defense. And what we're going to do, we're going to step to defend. So when he throws that jab, I'm going to step out, that's the defense there. But this time, I'm going to counter. I'm going to step and throw my back hand to the body. So I'm stepping, boom, and throwing that there. Again, boom. I'll show you from this side. So if you notice, when I step, when the foot lands, the punch lands at the exact same time. That's what you want to aim for here. So it's here, boom, boom. And there, you know, I can get some serious power into that punch. Again, it's all about knowing when he's going to throw that jab. If you can time this one, it's a great shot, because after that one, what you could do is boom, boom, pivot, change the angle and come at him from a different angle as well. We can always add on that, but we're not going to go into that. That's for another video. Number 7 is one of my favorite defenses ever, and that is the lean back. And I'm going to show you 2 reasons why it is my favorite defense. So when I am doing this lean back, he's throwing that jab, I'm leaning back. So now I'm moving out the way of the punch. Obviously, we do all defenses, right? I'm putting the weight in my back foot because I'm going to come back and counter with that straight cross over the top. But that is one great reason why it is a great defense, because you're moving back out the way of the punch, compared to when you're slipping, you're still in range. Now we're moving out of range. Now another great reason why the lean back is one of my favorite defenses, because if he throws that punch and it lands, but I'm leaning back at the same time, guess what? It's just took all of the sting out of the punch, so I can hardly feel the punch, because I'm moving away as it hits. So let's go into it. So he throws that jab, I'm going to lean back, weight the back foot, wham, and fire straight over the top with my right hand again. Again. I'm going to show you from this side. Now, when you are throwing this, you got to think about that cross. You want to get it fully extended and straight. You don't want to throw it short and bring your body in. It's got to be long, turn your hips, real good form. Yeah, that's a great one. Leaning back and throwing that long cross for the counter. Now moving on to number 8, the same defense, but this time we're not throwing that cross, we're going to come back with the jab. And this is another great one. So he throws that jab, I've defended, boom, I'm going to fire my jab straight back again. Yeah, and with this, you know, often you'll do that. He's probably going to try and throw another jab. So you've defended the jab, you've countered. Now he's going to try and counter my counter punch with another jab, which I'm going to defend it and counter it again. And it'll look like this. Yeah, that is a great one. And you'll see that, or you'll feel that when you start learning these lean backs and getting good with these reactions, where they'll try and counter them fast, but you can keep doing it. You can do it over and over again. Moving on to number 9 is another foot defense. This time I'm stepping with my front foot, but I'm bringing my head off the center line by leaning to my right. So he throws the jab, I'm stepping and throwing that jab. If you notice, I'm stepping forward and blasting that jab in, but my head's coming forward as well. So throw it, bam, there again, bam, bam. And as you can see there, so the jab's coming. I'm leaning into my right and throwing this, and when the foot lands, the punch lands. And then from there you could be coming up with it there. Let's just show that one a couple more times. So we're there, stepping. I want you to watch the foot and the punch exact same time. Yeah, love that one, love that one. Really keeps your opponent thinking all the time. Number 10 is another foot defense, and probably my favorite foot defense of the jab, and that's a side step. And with this one, when he throws the jab, I want to step to the side, whoom, and throw that cross from the different angle. And this is what we're doing here. We're changing angles as we step. So again, he throws that jab, step, boom. Again, Great punch. Now, there's a few ways that you can really mess this up. The first way is by stepping too far. And I coach this all the time, and I see this all the time, where I'll be throwing the jab and they'll be stepping too far. Now look where I am. If I throw this right hand, I've got to really lean over and I'm out of range. So that is one way that people will mess up, by just stepping too far and you can't get that right hand. And the other big mistake what people do, they'll step too far, where he throws that jab and they'll step in over here. I can't throw any punches from this position. So this is all about your stance and where you're going. When he throws that jab, I want to be in this perfect position to just be able to blast that right hand straight on his chin when I can fully extend it and turn my hips. So now you might be thinking, Tony, well, okay, where's this bonus tip? I want to know how to get him to throw the jab, because you'll have so much success when you learn how to get your opponent to throw the jab. And I'm going to tell you that right now. But before I do, I just want to tell you about the Box and Burn Academy. This is the world's #1 boxing fitness certification course. If you want to change your career, or you want a new career in teaching boxing for fitness, check out the Box and Burn Academy. We've got an online course and an in-person course where you can come and learn from me. And what we're going to do for all my subscribers is give you 20% off, biggest sale ever, 20% off the online course, so the level 1 and the level 2. All you've got to do is click the link below and use code TJYouTube. TJ for Tony Jeffries. So that's for the online course. If you want to do our live course, come and work with me in person in December in Los Angeles, California, you can do that as well. All you've got to do is use code TJLive at boxandburnacademy.com and you will get 20% off this. And the Box and Burn Academy is a great course. James done it, and since he's done that, his boxing fitness games went right up, so has thousands of other people. Get more details from this, click the link below and check out the Box and Burn Academy, the world's #1 boxing fitness education course, where I'm going to teach you how to have success in teaching boxing for fitness. Okay, so now let's get on to what you are waiting for. You're waiting to hear, how can I get him to throw that jab? Well, the best way to get him to throw that jab is to let him see the jab. Now, if I'm in front of him and I'm here like this, he can't land that jab. He's got no chance. I'm out of range. I'm ready. I'm in my boxing stance position. He's not going to be confident to throw that jab. But if I put a bit of weight on my front foot, let him see the jab here, drop this hand, and then I can see that coming, boom, then I can come back with a counter. Now you might be thinking, Tony, what are you telling us to drop my hand for? You know, you shouldn't be dropping your hands. Well, if you know what punch is coming at you, the chances are you'll get out the way of it. And now you know what punch is coming. You know he's going to throw that jab. And if you are doing this, it's always good to move to your right. Because if you're moving to your right, away from his right hand, then the only punch he can throw is that jab. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my weight on my front foot, and I'm going to move to my right, waiting for that jab to come, boom, boom, and then I'm going to come back. Now, you might be thinking, why do you put your weight on the front foot? Well, you're putting your body forward. When you put your body forward, that means you've got more distance to really recoil back, and you can get back faster. So now, if he's going to throw that jab, I'm here, and I'm waiting, and I know he's going to throw it, and I'm moving to my right. When he throws it, boom, boom, there. That was the lean back punch. Now I can do the other defenses. I can do the side step from there. Boom, side step. The other one, I can do the parry. Whoa, I know he's going to throw that, so I can parry it again. I can do the parry, come back with that right hand. Weight on the front foot, expecting this jab. I can do the stepping to the side as well. I know he's going to throw this jab. I'm going to step to the side. Boom, throw that jab to the body. You can do all of them counter punches when you're putting the weight on the front foot, moving to your right, drawing that punch from him. Now, what do you think? What is your favorite counter punch of the jab? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be reading them all. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you watch this video next. Click here and watch this video next. You're going to absolutely love this video.